All right, guys, fish on. Do not think this is a bass. If it's a bass, it's a nice one, guys. I think I just tail hooked them. Now this is gonna be exciting. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Ryan Rice. It's been about 2 weeks since we've been on the water, so it's been a long time for us. But today we're just gonna go out, have some fun, go catch some fish, and anything we catch today, we'll go towards the catch 22. So come along for the ride, and hopefully we can scavenge up some today. We are going to fish the lipless, the Ned rig, the Cinco, and probably a underspin. Just go see what we can catch today. All right, guys, fish on. Okay, relax. All right, 15 3/4. All right, guys, well, that was the first fish for today. We caught that on the Ned rig. We are fishing the Sneaky Pete from Rumblefish on a 32nds of an ounce Z-Man Ned head setup. I casted that right into that little pocket in front of us by the lily pads, and he just devoured it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for flip flops and barefoot fishing, man. This winter, just seems like it's just taking a long time for it to get out of here. I hate when fish nibble but don't commit. It drives me nuts. There's a fish that just keeps nibbling on this Ned rig, and I don't know if it's a small crappie or a sunny or a bass, but he keeps going after it. You know, with the Ned rig, as I move along the bottom, I just do small little pops. That's it. You don't have to move it a lot. Just small little twitches when you're dragging it along the bottom. Just to give a little bit of motion to that bait. All right, we just lost one of our heads. I mean, that's one thing with Ned rig fishing is you will, when you're fishing into structure, you will lose quite a few heads. You know, because it's not really a weedless setup. So just be prepared for that. I think we're going to bring a little flash into the game. So we got the underspin here from Rumblefish with one of their 4-inch swim baits. Well, we didn't have the camera rolling, but we caught another fish on the Cinco, not a big one. It's gonna be close. We'll see if we can measure him. Yeah, he's big enough for the about 12 3/4. All right, 12 3/4. Well, we didn't have our front camera rolling or the back camera, but the front camera just died on me, so I got some of that footage on the back. But we just caught that little 12 3/4 on the Cinco. These fish are holding extremely tight to the cover, and we just have to fish along the bank. They're not coming out any deep, so we're just gonna continue fishing the Ned and the Cinco the rest of the day. I am done fishing slow. We're gonna see if we can find any active ones with a crankbait. We tied on a Excite crankbait that goes down to about 5 feet, and that's what we're gonna do the rest of the day, because fishing this slow is extremely hard for me, so I need to start moving a little bit. There we go. We had a fish on. All right, guys. Got one active one here. All right, there's a nice one, guys. There's a nice one. Well, that didn't take long. Changing over to the crankbait. Finally got one of a decent size. Finally got one of a decent size. Sun's starting to come out slightly. No. So I just hooked myself. All right, let's get this bad boy measured up. All right, looks about 17. Yeah, 17 and a quarter. All right, 17 and a quarter. So this Excite crankbait has a really cool action to it, and I love this color right now. So obviously changing over to something a little bit more aggressive, caught a larger fish, which I'm actually surprised because this morning it's been very, very hard to get anything coming after a fast moving bait. But hopefully now with this late morning bite, we can change this up and go back to our crankbait, which is one of our favorite ways of catching fish anyway. Literally after I changed to the crankbait, I had 2 bites. One I missed and one I was at 17 and a quarter, literally right after I changed baits in the same area. I was fishing it with the Cinco and the Ned rig and get nothing. As soon as I change that bait, bam. So that tells you if you're in a spot that you know produces, you got to try a couple different baits. I was just trying a couple different baits fishing slow, but obviously it wasn't working. Alright guys, fish on. There was a fish back there before that was coming after my thing. Stay on, baby, stay on, stay on, stay on. Yeah, when I was back here before, there was a fish that was back there that didn't commit to the Ned, or not to the Ned, to the Cinco. So I figured let me try it again. Nothing huge, but another fish to measure up. Got it on the old crankbait. Had some fight to him though for a little guy. All right, 13 and a half. Well, we're definitely happy that we changed up the bait, even though we caught 2 on soft plastic so far, but we also caught 2 on the crankbait, and the fish seem to be a little bit more active right now, which is good. So see if we can get number 5 to limit out for the day, and it will make us happy. All right, guys, fish on. All right, another little fish. What made me fish over here is there's some water coming in from a drain pipe. So, like I said, any inflow of water in past videos will attract fish as well. Let's see how we can do this one. I think he may be measurable. Let's see. These little ones are so feisty. Either 12 3/4 or 13 once he relaxes his tail. Yeah, 12 3/4. All right, guys, 12 3/4, 12 3/4. Took a little while for him to relax. That's fish number 5, so we got our limit for today. That's what we wanted. This is what I was talking about. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but straight ahead there's that green drain pipe, and we have some inflow of water coming in there. So that's why I hit over here with the crankbait. I may even hit over here yet with the Ned or the Cinco and see if we can get another one, but you can see the water bubbling out right there in front of us. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I cast it right over the top of that log right there, and I'm hung up. So let's go get that back. Because we already lost 2 Neds today. I don't want to lose another head. Stuff gets expensive after a while. right, guys, fish on. Fish on. That was the softest hit. Didn't even feel it, guys. Didn't even feel it until I felt some pressure and he swam right at us. Man, they're not big, but I'm still catching them now on this, which is nice. He's probably like 11 and a half, 11 and 3/4. It's just cute little small one, 11 and 3/4. All right, guys, we're gonna give it about another hour. We're gonna keep working the crankbait because obviously it works. It's working. You know, the funny thing is when you think you have fishing figured out, you don't. But you know, that's the whole fun of it, guys, just trying to figure this out and catching these beautiful green fish. It's the whole fun of it, guys. Getting time on the water, just taking your mind off of everything. That's what this is all about. Here we go, guys. This one feels like it's a little nicer. Oh yeah. All right, guys, fish on. I do not think this is a bass. If it's a bass, it's a nice one, guys. I think I just tail hooked them. Now this is gonna be exciting. See if we can still get him in. And it's a bass, I think. Guys, I think it's a bass. Oh, please stay on. I don't care how I got you, baby. I'll take you. Oh no, it's not. Not a bass. Not a bass. It is a gar. That's an interesting one. Tail hooking a gar, guys. Nice looking gar, though. Try and get you in the net. I don't think the net's big enough for you, but we're gonna try. It's so big I can't get him in the net. There we go. All right, guys. That is a nice size gar. That is a nice size gar. Get you unhooked. He's got some weight to him. We're not gonna take him out of the net, but there you go. Get him back out of the net. All right. That may be the way to end the day, guys. Right there. Well, that's the first time I've ever tail hooked a gar. Made it for a hell of a fight. Well, I guess we'll end on that note. We're catching that gar. It kind of made my day anyway. So we were able to get 6 fish today, and like I was saying before, we can never figure this game out. So I changed back to the crankbait that I love using and ended up catching more fish than when I was slowing down. You know, the slower presentation is what's been working for the past 3-4 trips out, so I figure it would still be working based on the water temperature, and I caught a few fish on it. But you know, as soon as I changed that crankbait, the fish are active, but they were holding very tight to the bank. So we're able to pick up 4 more on the crankbait. I haven't looked at the leaderboard, but you know, with the fish I caught today, definitely move this up for the catch 22. We have all year around to do that, so we have plenty of time. And if you guys haven't signed up, sign up and have some fun with all of us, and it goes to a good cause. Don't be scared, but probably I'm gonna go about a week, maybe a week and a half without a video on YouTube. I gotta go work the KBF event over at Lake Murray, so it's gonna take away from some of our fishing action. But when March comes back, there'll be a lot of videos on fishing. We are fishing very heavy for the month of March for 3 different tournaments, and we are going to try to do our best to qualify in the month of March for the national championship. We're crossing our fingers. I hope I can do it. But that's about it, guys. So it ended up being a pretty productive day. We were happy with it, and I hope you guys liked this video. So as always, be safe on the water, and I'll catch you guys in the water. Thanks for watching.